What's up, Shella Elite family? We're back with some fresh tea. So there's been a conversation going around on Vlad's platform where Mayo claimed that Papoose started the beef with 50 Cent. But wait a minute, is that actually the real story? Or is Mayo twisting the facts because of his own personal feelings? Today, we're breaking down the entire timeline. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly who was really telling the truth. So stick around till the end because the last segment has a reveal that might just shock you. Let's get into it.
50 was retaliating in a 50 type of way.
What are you talking? Yo, Black, this is what I'm saying. Like, you be off, though.
Why is that off?
Because he started the whole thing.
What do you mean?
50 started the whole thing. What are you talking
Papoose?
about? Yes!
This is where I say Mano is wrong. Okay, so in 2018, Remy Ma posted a picture of herself when she went on this major diet. She uploaded a picture of herself when she went on this major diet when we first saw the slender Remy Ma. Because Remy Ma, when she got out of prison, she was thickiana. She was thick as all outdoors. She was thicker than a Snicker. So when 50 went to her page and he saw how slender Remy Ma was, he got in the comment sections under her pic and said, damn, Remy, you done lost mad weight. What's up, Slim? This is what started the beef. He said, what's up, Slim?
So here's how it all started. Papoose was telling Vlad his side of the story, and Vlad passed that along to Mayo. Mayo's reaction? Straight up denial. He said, no, Papoose didn't start the beef. 50 Cent did. And then he went on to defend it, saying 50 was just retaliating in his own way. But let's pause right there. Retaliating over what? Exactly. Because if you're justifying someone's retaliation, that means there was a starting point somewhere, right? And that's exactly what we're about to dig into. The story actually goes back to 2018 when Remy Ma posted a picture of herself after a major weight loss. Remember when Remy first came home from prison? She was thick, like thicker than a Snicker, thick. But after she slimmed down, 50 Cent went into her comment section and wrote, damn, Remy, you done lost mad weight. What's up, Slim? And that right there is where this whole thing kicks off.
To Remy. Papoose, Billy Badass, that's always been jealous of 50 because 50 was reaching out to Remy while she was incarcerated, making sure she was straight. 50 was one of the ones that was sticking in Remy's corner. You get what I'm saying? And Papoose at the time didn't want nobody in Remy's corner but him.
The one besides Keish that I always talk about, and every time I see him, I tell him thank you, because it wasn't like we was enemies or what. We didn't hang out together. Was 50 Cent, Mr. Curtis Jackson.
Wow.
Whenever I put in for an appellate judgment or an appeal, he made sure that letters was written. He personally signed them, telling, the judge, if you do grant her this release, she'll have a job. I'll make sure, she has a job over here. This is where she'll be working, X, Y, and Z. Wow. I need to hold him up to that. Like, yo, you was going to give me a job.
What's up with that?
Let me get a check.
We need Remy on power.
Let me get a check. Yeah, I just thought about that right now while I'm saying this.
Now, let's get into some background because this isn't just about one comment. There's years of jealousy behind this. When Remy was locked up, 50 Cent had her back. He made sure letters were written for her appeal, personally signed them, and assured the judge that once she was released, she'd have a job waiting for her. Now, think about that for a second. Papoose watched all of this happen, and it clearly sat with him that someone else was in his wife's corner. He wanted to be the only one supporting Remy, no matter how genuine anyone else's intentions were. And here's another interesting fact. Back in the early 2000s, when 50 Cent was asked in an interview who his favorite female rapper was, he didn't even hesitate. He said Remy Ma. He said, no doubt, I mess with Remy. Remy is one of the top tier rappers. That's not fiction. That's public record. So when Remy came home and 50 Cent was literally sitting with her in a Bentley talking about her next career moves, Papoose was standing in the background, looking the other way, clearly trying to hide how some type of way he felt. that moment says a lot.
Story as many times as I told it, it just hit me right now. Like, it was good with that job. I got paperwork saying that you would give me a job.
He didn't have the 50 Cent connect to do what 50 Cent was doing, and Papoose was jealous of 50 Cent. Okay, we finna keep it real, because back in the day, I think this was the early 2000s. They did an interview with 50 Cent, and they said, "Who is your favorite female rapper?" And 50 Cent said, "Remy Ma, no doubt. I fucks with Remy. Remy is one of the top tier rappers." And you can look that up. I'm not talking fictional. I'm talking facts. Okay? Mano sitting on this platform trying to drag 50 like 50 just tried Papoose out of the blue. No, he did not. Papoose got up under 50 Cent comment under that picture where Remy was looking slender. He got up under there and said, "Hey, don't be commenting about my wife's weight." At that point, Papoose started the beef. So then...
Okay, let's go back to that comment that actually triggered the whole beef. 50 Cent commented, "What's up, Slim?" on Remy's slim picture. Sounds pretty harmless, right? Just an observation. But Papoose went under that same comment and wrote, "Hey, don't be commenting about my wife." And that right there, that was Papoose's first move. 50 Cent's response was actually pretty chill. He said, "Listen, man, I'm not going to beef with a married man about his wife." Simple, mature response, but Papoose didn't let it go. He started throwing slick comments, and then he went and posted old pictures of 50 Cent from that movie where he had to lose a bunch of weight to play a sickly character. That was clearly a personal attack, which shows Papoose wasn't just protecting his wife. He was already jealous deep down. And this whole thing just gave him an excuse to release that tension.
50 Cent replied back. He was like, "Damn, what's going on? All I said was, she lost weight, which she did. She is slender." He said, "Listen, man, I'm not finna beef with a married man about his wife." That was 50 Cent's next rebuttal. He said, "Man, I'm not finna beef with a married man about his wife." And Papoose started saying slick stuff. Then he started posting pictures of 50 Cent when 50 Cent played that movie where he had to lose all that weight as a character that was sickly or whatever the case may be. So Papoose initially started the beef out of playing like he was protecting his wife, but he was really jealous of 50 Cent way before 50 even commented. Remember when Remy got out of prison and 50 met up with Remy to talk about her next moves since she's out and she's free now, and she was sitting in that Bentley with 50 Cent. Papoose was standing in the rear, trying to look the opposite way because he was in his feelings by his wife being in this nice Bentley that belongs to 50 Cent. And Remy sitting front seat and they talking business, but he know that evidently 50 might have had a little crush on Remy because of the skills that she possessed as an MC. Anyway, so just to clear that up, when Mano got on there talking, he was talking out of his feelings. He was talking because he don't like Curtis Jackson. He wasn't talking because he was knowledgeable and he knew 50 Cent for a fact came for Papoose. He just hates when anybody say anything positive about Curtis Jackson. He hates when people uplift 50 Cent in any type of magnitude.
Now let's get to the real issue. Mayo's claim that 50 Cent Street arted the beef. Once you lay out the facts, that's clearly not true. Leaving a comment isn't starting beef, especially when that comment was basically a compliment about someone's weight loss. Beef starts when someone directly confronts another person, and that was Papoose when he wrote, "Don't comment on my wife," and stirred up the tension. So the real question is, why is Mayo saying this? Simple answer. Mayo doesn't personally like Curtis Jackson. Every time someone says something positive about 50 Cent, Mayo just can't handle it. This isn't a knowledgeable take. It's personal bias overriding the facts. So Shella Elite family, now it's up to you to decide, was Mayo actually speaking facts or was he just talking out of his feelings? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
That belongs to 50 Cent and Remy sitting front seat and they talking business, but he know that evidently 50 might have had a little crush on Remy because of the skills that she possessed as an MC. Anyway, so just to clear that up, when Mano got on there talking, he was talking out of
And that's today's full cup of tea, freshly poured, no sugar added. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit like. And if you're not part of the family yet, go ahead and subscribe so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments, whose side are you on, Papoose or 50 Cent? We'll catch you in the next video. Until then, from Shella Elite, take care of yourselves. Peace out.